In this session, we are going to review the gate out process of Depot System 5 PC. And we have our gate out screen on the main menu right here. And the gate out always requires a booking or release of some type. There is no way to let equipment out of the system without some kind of release. If the steamship line gives you a release, you can use that. If you're not given something, then you can make up a generic one to be used, which we will discuss later in this training. But there must be a release to let something out the gate. So the first thing is for anything to go out to have a booking number in the system, we're going to go to the bookings, and we are going to see our list of bookings here. We can add a booking. We can pick our account. We can pick a size, which I want a standard, and we can enter in our booking number. Making up one for testing. We can set an expiration date here if we want, or we can leave it open. We can put in a lease contractor shipper, a name, and we can release up to 9,999 units if needed. So this could be an open-ended booking that goes for a long time with this many units, but in most cases it will be a signed number given to you by a steamship line. You can set a trucker code here, or you can leave this blank for any trucker. You can put in messages, and you can set start dates here. I'm going to save this booking, close, and now we have a booking in the system for Crowley. 20-foot standards, 10 are released, 0 have left the yard. If I want to assign some units, I can see I have 7 available units down here. I can assign these units to that booking. I'm going to put this one on there, book unit, and it drops off the list, so if I kept going, I could assign as many units as I want to this booking. So now I have this booking for 10, 6 are available, 1 unit in yard has been assigned. Now I'm going to go to the gate out screen. This is a little pick list here that a lot of times will show you history of bookings you've been typing and using in case you're reusing them a lot, so you don't have to type them. You can also type them in here, and it will bring up your booking. You will see information here. You will see warnings and remarks here. If there is 1 unit assigned, it will bring it up. It will bring up the equipment. If there's more than 1 unit assigned, it will bring up a pick list to pick from the units that are on that booking. If there's no units assigned to the booking, you can just simply type in the container number, chassis, or genset that's going out here. You can also see available and assigned units from the side over here. I'm going to put in my driver, pick the trucker. I can adjust my date in timeout if needed. And the other tabs up here are just information only. None of these matter at this time, so most everything you need is right on the main screen. You can save and print to get an interchange print, or just save the TIR. So now that unit has gone out. I can go to my equipment screen. I can select Crowley, or better yet, I can just search the booking. Here is my unit that went out. I can see the date and time that it went out from when it came in, and I can see the details of this unit within the screen, including the booking and if it was loaded or not. So that was our first test unit to be outgated, demonstrating the main outgate screen as shown here. Another thing that can be done is if you have a pre-booked unit here, instead of putting the booking in first, you can put the unit number in first. So we are going to go to bookings, and we are going to go to our booking that we've been testing with. We can also see now that 1 has shipped, and out of the 10 that we had here, we are going to put another unit on this booking. and we can see that one unit has been assigned. I'm going to right click, I'm going to copy cell to get this container number. I'm going to go to the Outgate screen, and I'm going to use this container number starting with the container number. As long as this container is pre-booked, everything will come up for you. If this container was not booked already, it would have stopped you here because it has to have a booking to go out. Now I can continue my Outgate, and I can Outgate this unit. In the video of the gate in system, we did a gate in where it pre-booked a container. So as the container came in the gate, we added a booking number on it to pre-assign it, which was this unit here. So anything that comes in to the system that has the pre-booking, you do not have to go make a booking again. You can simply use that booking to turn the container right around to go back out again, as shown here. And there is also another way to outgate units. If you are in the system and you are in the equipment screen and you have the container highlighted within the equipment screen, if it has not gone out yet, you can come down here and there is a outgate unit from here, which we also call a quick outgate. So if I click this, it brings it up. It's already pre-booked. I can do same information here. And now I can save and print this outgate. The difference with this screen is it does not have lifting or any other things it will do. It's relying on you to have everything ready on the equipment screen before you do the outgate. But this is another option that you can use for outgating. And now I can see that that unit has a date out, it's gone out, and it should have incremented that booking. We come back to the booking screen, refresh. I can see that this booking, the one came in, one went out, booking is now completed, it has a complete date. If I double click to edit, I can see it's been completed, and this one is done. In the event that you need to change or edit bookings, if you needed to increase this booking, I can come in, I can increase this for 2 if the steamship line says to continue. I can clear the date complete. Now this booking is usable again for 1 more unit. Once it gets to 2, once these numbers match, it will complete it again. Also, while doing outgates, if you're putting in a booking and you've put in your container that's going to go out, if this container is going to be outgating on a chassis with wheels, or if you needed to add a genset, you can add the genset. If these pieces of equipment were all separate pieces of equipment in yard, it will mount and marry them together for you on the outbound screen. You do not have to pre-mount or marry them together. So in this scenario, I had a box only. I'm adding it with this chassis, and this will allow the two to be mounted and go out. And this is also using the chassis pooling option, whereas we're saying that Crowley Container Line is allowed to use DCLI chassis in this example, and it's allowing us to put them together. Otherwise, this chassis number would have been denied to go out with this. So I can complete through, pick a trucker, and I can save this, and now these two will be mounted together and both pieces of equipment will be outgated with this booking. Within the gate out and booking system, there are cases where you will have equipment that needs to leave the yard that is not given a booking number from the steamship line or chassis pool or anybody. So in that case, if you need to make one up, it is a common thing. People do it all the time. But what you want to do is come in and pick who you need it for, pick your size and type that you want to create the release for, and you can make up a booking. And this would be something like repo for repositioning, 20 foot CRO, and this number then would be for repo 20 foot Crowley boxes. You can make as many of these as you need, one for each size and type, and you can release a large number on these to make them reusable and continue to run these bookings in the system. Also, within the booking system, each booking number can be assigned to one or more size and types, but you will need to create your booking for one size and type, and you can hit save and copy, and it will save that booking, keep all the information on the screen. And now I can pick a different size and type. For instance, if I now want to make a 40-foot one, and I could keep the same booking number but for 40 foots if I want now, and save that. Now in the system I have the same booking number 2 times but for 2 different size types and 2 different sets of counters. That way each of these can run independent of each other. Also, from the equipment screen, you can highlight a unit or search, find however you need to find it to get to a unit that has gone out. I can see this unit has gone out, and if I needed to cancel this outgate because it went out by mistake or there was a problem that I need to fix and re-outgate it again, I can highlight it. There is a cancel outgate button. You have to give it some kind of remarks. Cancel outgate. Now that unit is back in yard, the date out has been removed, but it still remains on the booking so that you can outgate it again, and this one has been canceled. It will also put all of this information into a transaction log, which is under utilities, so that we can see what has happened with each unit, and we can see that this one was canceled, and there's a remark there so that we know what has happened to this unit or as to why it was canceled. And one last note on outgates with the account screen. There is a setting which is under the Activity tab, Condition Codes. These are good order condition codes that are set per account, and this is a switch that could be turned on that it must have a good order code to leave. So unless it has one of these good order codes, when you try to do an outgate, it will stop you only if the switch is on. So if that's an option that you need, please turn on the switch, make sure your codes are here, and you should be good to go. And that concludes the gate out and booking portion of the system.